Hey there everyone, it's GG Sober Sun. Out before dawn this morning, August 28th. We must continue to take personal inventory and continue to set right any new mistakes as we go along. We should grow in understanding and effectiveness. This is a quote from the Big Book. This is not an overnight matter. It should continue for our lifetime. Continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, we ask God at once to remove them. We must not rest on our laurels. We are headed for trouble if we do. We are not cured of alcoholism. What we really have is a daily reprieve contingent on the maintenance of our spiritual condition. Now that was quoted incorrectly, I gotta say. Jumped around a little bit there. Am I checking my spiritual condition daily? And the answer to that is yes. Lately I have been. And it is hugely important that daily reprieve is very important. Understanding that that's all we really have is a daily reprieve based on a spiritual condition. You gotta maintain that on the regular. Meditation for the day. Happiness cannot be sought directly. It is a byproduct of love and service. Service is a law of our being. With love in your heart, there is always some service to other people. A life of power and joy and satisfaction is built on love and service. Persons who hate or are selfish are going against the law of their own being. They are cutting themselves off from God and other people. Little acts of love and encouragement, of service and help, erase the rough places of life and help to make the path smooth. If we do these things, we cannot help having our share of happiness. People who hate or are selfish are oftentimes acting out of who they believe they are. Everybody believes in God. I believe. On some level. Everybody believes in something outside of themselves. If they did not, they couldn't bear it. They couldn't bear life. They're either pushing against it or pushing for this entity, this supernatural being. And I use those terms only just to describe people who say they don't believe. They believe. And the reason they say they don't believe is because they don't feel accepted by this power, this divine being, this omnipresent source power. And so that's when they act out of, when they hate or are selfish. They're going against their own being. They just misunderstand. Or they are so intelligent that they've crafted their own understanding of the absence of this being. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may give my share of love and service. I pray that I may not grow weary in my attempt to do the right thing. Amen. And as long as I'm acting out of source, the source of love, and in gratitude, then I have a limitless supply. Now, at one point when I came out to the beach and I would see things like this, I would clean it up. And that sounds probably counterintuitive that I wouldn't grow weary in doing that. Well, there were times when I would get so frustrated and it stopped becoming a pleasure to come out here. And the beach is not covered in things like that. And I said it was a labor of love when I did it. And maybe I will start bringing a bag out with me. I used to bring little grabbers as well, so I wouldn't have to stoop and bend and touch things with my own hands. So, I know I got plenty of bags at the house. That's a good reflection for me. But I was focusing so much on the rubbish on the beautiful beach that I wasn't enjoying the beautiful beach. I was operating out of my own, I was starting to resent people first thing in the morning. It's not easy to get your head straight a lot of times in the morning. But again, if I pray and I ask God's direction, I can do something about it. I can play my part in this world and tidy up the beach. Grateful to be here. I love you all. Look up, aim up, rise up.